Alright, so now let's do the body of the ImpMon. We're going to combine UV layout with Maya. Alright, so first off, we're going to need to cut off the appendages, so like around the legs. And again, we're going to look for the places where the seams can be hidden the most. Delete, W, delete, W, return. So I cut off those legs. And I'm actually going to, because these feet are so large, I'm going to cut the feet off too. You can press spacebar and move them around. I'm going to cut off the tail. Turn. I'm going to cut off the arms. Okay, actually I'm going to keep this cut because I want to use that later. Return, so I cut off these. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the body into two parts. And I can weld it together later in Maya. So that's one part. Return. Cut it. Try to make it the same from both sides. Alright, and the body I can drop down now. Drop and drop. And now I need to cut a line along the underside of the arm. The reason I want to do that is that's where I can hide the seam the best. Need to make sure that it's foldable. Oops, too much. Do this one. You only want as many seams as you need. Just now I accidentally went along here. I just want one seam. Two seams is more work to try to erase the seams. Okay, drop that down, D, D. Again, I would say the underside of the tail is where you're going to see it the least, so let's cut along there. That looks good. The inseam of the leg, similar to where pants would be. Oh, we can drop this one down. Inseam of the leg, return, looks good. Inseam of this leg. Inseam of the foot. Return. Return. And I'm going to cut off the soles of the feet. It's a little bit too much, isn't it? Nope. Yep. Still got a little bit more right here. You'll see it jump once it's, there we go, it jumped. So there we go, drop that down. This. Drop it down. Drop, drop. Do the other side here. Cut, cut, cut. Oops. I accidentally pressed D there, so let's just drop it back up. one. Shift drop this back up. Drop this down. It's alright. Let's go back. There we go. Drop and drop. Now, I've got all of these different pieces. Let's start with the body. Shift F, so that's the tail. Shift F, that's the front. And we're like before, we're gonna really put these together in Maya. Shift F, Shift F. If you want, you can straighten them out. Those are the arms. So really, you might want to say, okay, I'm gonna put them out like the arms. Shift F for the toes, the feet. Shift F for the feet. Move it over here. Move it over here. The tail. Okay. Move it here. Feet. Alright. Feet. Shift F. That's the leg. Shift F for the other leg. And I'm going to move each one like so. And it's kind of a mess, but let's save this. Body, save, done, dismiss. And we can now close this and let's create a new scene. Centimeters, new. Now we'll import this in. And I need to find ImpmonOBJ, body, open. Alright, so it's all put back together again. And let's look at our UV texture editor. So what we want to do is we want to get the pieces in one spot. So grab the shells and we're going to try and lay this out. But we also might want to sew some edges together. Now, one thing is I think worth looking at is where's the top and where's the bottom. So for some reason this one has been flipped. Same thing with this. So I want to flip it so that this part is there. So I'm going to go here, shell, not really flip it, actually I'm going to rotate it 180 degrees. And then same thing with this one, rotate 180 degrees. And then I want to sew some of these edges together so there's as few seams as possible. So move and sew edges. So there we go. Now this is all just one piece. Alright, that's good. Alright. Now the tail is good. What we're going to try and do is we're going to try and find a space for all of these pieces. So this is an arm, and let's look at the edge. Is it possible? So this arm is actually on this side. So what are we going to do? We're going to move it, and if we rotate it, let's see if alright. And so the same thing, let's move and sew edges so we have as few seams as possible. rotate this 180. So that goes here. Now see, look, we might run into a problem here because this, if this connects there, it's going to run into this. But let's just try. And before we do that though, let's grab this. UVs. Just move this a little bit out of the way. So that now there is a problem. It's going to have some stretching if we do too much. So let's be a little bit careful. Alright. So grab these edges. Move and sew. There we go. Not bad. So now I have fewer and fewer seams. Alright. So next we'll want to keep each foot and leg with each other. So this one, and see, this foot is actually with these ones. This foot is over here. This foot is over here. So you see that we're starting to run out of space. So now I might want to go in here and scale this. When you scale it, you actually want everything to be as uniformly sized as possible. This is a bit of a puzzle piece. And you want to know where the top, this is the top, okay. Alright. Weird. Alright, let's go in here, scale it down a bit. Scale it down a bit. Scale it down a bit. So now I see that I can actually, since the tail is going to be different than almost any other appendage, I'm just going to move it over here. I don't need any uniformity, but with this I might want to keep I'm looking for symmetry. It's not really necessary, but it'll just help, I think. Yeah. This one could be here. This one could be there. So they're close to each other, so if I'm working on them, I can kind of just look at them. Alright. And that's not bad. So I'm maximizing the space of my UVs right here.